Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Cantner and you're watching Time Out, a new CMSD-TV program where we take a time out to learn about our Senate League student athletes and their coaches. Today I'm joined by Wendi Kral, the golf coach at Jane Addams. Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
So you are going on 2 years now being the coach at Jane Addams. Why is coaching so important to you?
Coaching has always been real important to me because it involves more students outside of just the classroom. It gives them an opportunity to expand their likes, their skills. It helps them develop skills that are really necessary for life. And I've coached several years, not just in Cleveland, but in Berea City Schools. I coached volleyball and softball there. And then when I came to Cleveland, the opportunity arose again, and I basically said, yes, I really want to do this.
You're, in addition to being the golf coach at Jane Addams, you're also an instructional coach for
yes.
Teachers there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So how did you get into coaching, though? What's kind of your background there?
I was always involved in sports myself growing up. And then right after I graduated high school, I had the opportunity to become the assistant volleyball coach at Mid-Park High School at the time. So that was, the head coach asked me. So I did that for several years, and then that just, I really, really liked it. Helping the kids, developing them, letting them realize how much they could accomplish. So it's always been a part of my life.
You sound very passionate about it. What is your favorite part, if you can choose one, about coaching?
I think one of the best parts is seeing the success in the kids. When like, especially with golf, you know, it's going from missing the ball several times to finally getting that one drive that goes 200 yards, and just seeing the expression on their face when that happens is one of the best things, best feeling you could ever get.
Clearly, the students, you know, matter so much to you. You can tell how often you've already been talking about them. How would you describe your coaching style, though? Sort of like reaching them, like you were just talking about those big moments. How do you go about that?
One, I'm very patient with them. Two, I'm very hands-on. So, you know, if I'm going to ask them to do things a certain way, I'm going to get up and show them how it is and what the benefits are. I believe that if I could develop their skill set to lead to the big picture, and that's what I try and do, break down the golf swing into little parts, break down the putting stroke into little parts, so that then they can put it together and have success.
That's great. Sounds like I might even be able to learn to golf
Yes,
with
you
that
can.
style. I would need someone with a lot of patience.
You can do that.
So that's good. What would you say has been your greatest accomplishment so far in your time as coach at Jane Addams?
So when I originally took over, we only had one student athlete that actually golfed. So that expanded to now I have 3 student athletes. And then this past year, I actually had 11 students that signed up. Unfortunately, we practiced over the summer, so 3 of them continued to show up. When school starts again next week, I'm hoping that out of those 11, a few more are going to say, yes, I want to do this now that school's back in and I can help them learn the game.
So let's talk a little bit more about your team, actually. Like you said, 3 student athletes right now, more signed up, and hopefully you're going to join as well. You went 2-8 last year.
Yes.
So what are you focused on this year, this season?
All right, so in our matches, it's 4-on-4. So last year, it's a little tough to win matches when you don't have a full team. So we have several focuses this year. One, to field the 4 people so that we have a chance to win more matches. 2 is that for each of my individual athletes to better their scores every time that we have a match. And that really is their goal. You know, if they shoot, let's say, you know, 65 the first round, then the next round they want to drop that. And then we analyze where they can pick up those strokes so that each round they get better.
And so what is kind of like the strategy? How do you work with them to, you know, to reach those goals?
We look at their scorecards because they've learned how to keep track of score of their strokes and their putts. And then we say, all right, was it your putting today, or was it actually that you missed the ball, or was it that you were hitting in the woods? And we talk about it, and then from there we say, all right, let's work on that and break that habit so that next time you're not in the woods or you don't miss the easy putts. And we just go from there, match by match.
And what is your goal, maybe as the coach, personally, or for the team?
For the team, one, I want the kids to like the game as much as I do. Golf is a sport that you can play no matter what your athletic ability is, and you can play it for years to come. It's a very social game, so it could help them in what they pursue after high school and or college. It's also an opportunity, if they really start to practice and take advantage of this, that it's a way for them to go to college and possibly help pay for college. But I really want them to like the game as much as I do.
That's a nice sentiment. I hope they do too. Any other words of wisdom that you would have for other coaches out there, or you want the community to know about the Jane Addams golf team, or maybe a rival if you have something to say to them, another school?
Well, this year, the other teams, I want them to watch out because I'm going to have a team and we're going to be a lot better than we have been, so the match is going to be competitive. As for the community, the first tee is available at our home course, Washington Park, and the first tee is a program set up by the PGA to help kids learn the game. And not only that, but to learn the things about golf that translate into life, building confidence, being honest, perseverance, knowing that hard practice pays off. And truly, I'd love for the community to come out and see us play.
What are you most looking forward to about this season?
Having fun with my kids.
Yeah. Great. Well, anything else that you want to tell us about the team or the program? Any matches that people should really look out for?
Tuesdays, Thursdays, we're at Washington Park. That is our home course. We also play at Little Mastic, and the championship game is always at Shawnee. That's in October. And really encourage these kids when you see them. That would really help.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Coach Kral.
Sure.
As she said, their home course is at Washington Park. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can catch them out there. And it's a short season, so make sure to plan the time to get out there. It ends in October. Thank you so much for being here today. And next up, we will talk with some of your star golfers in Jane Addams.
Jonathan Gardner. Damon Jones.
Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Kantner and you're watching Time Out, and I'm taking a time out with two Jane Addams golfers today. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Why don't we just start with you introducing yourselves?
Hi, my name is Jonathan Gardner. I am an 11th grader at Jane Addams.
My name is Damon Jones. I am a 10th grader at Jane Addams.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, so why don't you start by telling me, how long have each of you been playing golf?
I have been playing with the school for 2 years now, and it's a very fun experience.
And before that, no golf at all, right?
No golf.
I heard that you might have not known the difference between putter and
Yeah, I haven't. Not really. Not at all.
Now you do though, right?
I do.
Okay. All right. And Damon?
This is actually my first year of playing. So far, I am enjoying the game. When I had first started and she told me to swing the club, the first swing was so horrible, I just wanted to quit right then and there. But I stayed, and now I'm better at it.
You stuck it out. That's awesome. So what kind of got you guys interested in the first place? You haven't been playing that long, but, why golf?
I saw her one day walking through the school. We put pictures up of our school sports. So I saw our previous golfer, DeJounte Shakespeare, pitcher, who won championship. I was like, oh, that might be fun. It was something to do in between bowling. So I was like, let me go find the golf coach and sign up, because it looks very interesting. It is very interesting.
So you took that initiative.
Yes.
I like it. All right. Damon, what about you?
I got into the sport because I made her a promise that I would try it. At first, I was thinking about it, and I was going back and forth thinking about it. But when I made her that promise, I stuck to it. And now I'm loving the game.
Well, that's awesome. So how did that come to be with your coach? Where did this promise come from?
It came from when we was doing bowling, and my math teacher, she said she wanted to try out golf. And I told her I was thinking about it, so I told her if she tried, I'd try it with her.
That's great. And now here you are. Working hard. That's fantastic. All right. So what is your favorite course to play? I know it's only been a couple years and your first time, but what's your favorite course to play in the area and why?
I would say for me it'll probably be Washington Park, our home course, because it's a hard but simple course. You have a couple courses where it's like 100 feet and less, and then there's the one course, the fifth hole actually, is very long, and so fun to see how far you can hit it from the driving box.
Awesome.
Excuse me. Mine would be Washington Park as well. even though I haven't gone to any other course, I like Washington Park because it's our home, and I know my way around that course better than any other one.
I'm sure that helps a little bit. So athletes are always working on their game, right? What are you guys each focused on this year, improving on it, or what are you going to work on?
Me, I would say how many strokes I take with putting, because for me, putting is a little difficult. You gotta get the balance of how long you gotta move your club or how hard you gotta hit it. So that would be getting less putting strokes for me.
Mine would be how many times gotta hit the ball more than I miss, because I will go over the top of the ball instead of hitting the ball. So I gotta get my strokes less instead of keep going for more.
That sounds like something I would definitely need to work on as well, since I've never golfed a day in my life. Sounds like a good plan, Damon. I like it. All right, so the Olympics are happening in Rio. How do you guys feel about this, having golf in them for the first time in 112 years? That we have some representation. Is this kind of a
it's
special
good.
moment?
Yeah, it's finally good to see golf in the Olympics. It's a good sport. It should have been a long time ago, honestly.
I like that.
It's a very good sport. I'm actually happy that they brought it back to the Olympics. I feel like they should have never took it out.
Hopefully a little inspiration as you guys are, working on your game. Who are your golf inspirations?
He's not really a pro yet.
Okay.
But my golf inspiration was our former companion, DeJounte Shakespeare. Whenever we practice or we're not golfing, he always encouraged me to do better, continue going. So that was one of my big inspirations.
A Jane Addams grad
Yes.
that you mentioned earlier. Awesome. That's great.
Mine would probably be him, because no matter what, he's always there behind me to give me encouragement.
How nice is that? Wow. What a great answer. Your golf idol sitting right next to you. Most people don't get that opportunity. Wow, it's fantastic. All right, so let's have a little fun now. If you guys could only use one club to play with for the rest of your lives in all matches, which club would it be?
I would say a 7-iron. The 7-iron because it's very versatile. No matter how you do it, you can hit far. You can hit from the driving box, and even on the green. So I think that would be a good club for me.
All right.
Mine would be the 9-iron, because I call that's my lucky club.
Lucky club. All right, I like it. What's the longest putt or drive or both, if you know the numbers that you've ever made?
My longest drive was actually yesterday. We had practice yesterday.
Congratulations.
So it was, I think I remember 100 yards.
Right.
Yeah, I think that
Football
was.
field.
Yeah,
Impressive.
thank you.
My longest one was probably yesterday as well, and it would be about 85 yards.
Okay, great. And I bet those are big improvements compared to where you guys might have been even just, a couple practices ago,
Yes,
right?
it is.
That's fantastic. Well, that's awesome. I like that. Do you have any other special hidden talents or anything besides golf?
I'm a chef.
You're a chef.
Yes, I am.
Are
That's
you in
one.
are you in the culinary program?
Yes,
at
it
Jane
is. That's
Addams?
one of the main reasons I went to
my
Jane Addams.
Goodness. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about that.
Culinary program. It's a very good program. We have a lot of great teachers actually, and we make good food. We have a grill called the Executive Grill, and then now this year we actually are going to have a food truck. So you'll see us around. It's a lot of students. It's very hard to get into, but glad I got in. It's a lot of fun.
So you can't really quite show us your chef skills right
I
now.
know.
But what's like your favorite thing to cook? What's your specialty?
The specialty I want is not what I'm really doing right now.
Okay.
I want to do savory, but I'm currently doing baking, and so I do a lot of baking. It's very fun. A lot of people like it too.
Awesome. All right.
Well, not yet. Like, he's in the culinary program. I'm trying to get into the culinary program. So it's either I'm in hospitality or a culinary, but I'm really hoping for culinary.
Okay.
Because I'm good at baking. I like to bake.
What do you like to bake?
I like to bake cakes, cupcakes, donuts. I do a lot of baking.
You guys are making me hungry. Why didn't you bring some of these delicious baked goods?
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. All right. Well, any words of wisdom to other student athletes out there, your teammates, or Something you want to say to a rival, or let the community know about the team, anything at all?
No matter how hard the sport is, how hard it gets and frustrating, keep going. Because golf is a very frustrating sport. You got to have a lot of patience, but it's rewarding at the end of the day to see you hit that 100 yards. So just keep going. Don't give up.
Golf is a very fun sport, as we was talking about. And no matter what, like you said, don't give up, because you never know what you can do.
That's great. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here and taking a time out with us. This was wonderful. And
Thank you.
I think we have a pretty exciting putting challenge coming up that everyone will enjoy. Thank you for taking the time out, and stay tuned for that exciting golf challenge taking place right here in our offices. Welcome to our Time Out Golf Challenge. We are set up here right outside the CMSD-TV studio with a special mini golf putt-putt sort of course here, using recycle bins, a chair, some obstacles, and a mug at the end to get that hole-in-one. Let's see if you guys can do this, and I'll take a try at it too. Oh! That was so good. I love that hush in the crowd. This is like the real deal here. That deserves a golf clap, by the way. That was really good.
Too soft. I followed.
Yeah.
It broke.
I mean,
Too soft.
it's pretty good. All right, guys. Let's see if I should join the team. All right. Who's gonna? All right. Thank you. Perfect. All right. My practice round was really good. So. Oh,
It broke.
good try though.
Yeah.
I don't know who wins.
Damon.
It's a tie. Damon! Damon wins. Golf clap, sorry. Damon wins. Damon wins the timeout putting challenge. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
It was very good. Regardless, it still feels very good.
All right, thanks guys.
You.
Thanks for swinging by this episode of Timeout with our Jane Addams Golf Stars. We'll see you next time.